Welcome back. Thanks for being back here for another Spinato spin. Super to have you with us and always interested in talking to you about certain concepts, certain ideas, put you on a good track, or maybe just to help you feel a little better about yourself and those around you. I want to talk about for a little bit here. I just want to talk about one simple concept, and it's called T. It's a good acronym to keep in mind. T. Thoughts, emotions, and action. Well, understand this. Your motivations, your way in which you do things, the way in which you carry out yourself during the day, they're driven by pretty much by those three things, aren't they? You got your thoughts, you got your emotions, you got your actions. And usually it's your thoughts that lead to your emotions. And usually your emotions are really what gets you to move, isn't it? Isn't that the whole idea of the word emotion? Emotion, get in motion. Well, that's your action. That's what your action leads to. But it all starts with a thought. It all starts with a simple, easy thought, an impulse, really, right? It's an impulse. And, they say impulsive. Well, that's just a little bit more than really what you want to talk about. You want to really talk about just a general impulse that gets you involved in an emotion. Once you're involved in emotion, you get involved in an action. Well, you ever think about your thoughts now? What creates your thoughts? Where do they come from? You know what stimulates your thoughts? The environment you're in, who you're hanging around with, what situation you're in. Your attitude is only determined by two or three things, really. Your attitude is determined by number one, what you're thinking about, right? And number two, how you feel about what you're thinking about. You could be thinking about the greatest day of your life, right? And the greatest day of your life makes you think about great things. Think it makes you happy, right? Instantly you can be happy. Or on the flip side, you can go the other way, right? You can think about the worst day of your life and all of a sudden how it made you feel, and all of a sudden you feel lousy. Ever realize how simple that is? And not only do you feel lousy, you start emoting a lousy feeling. But if you start thinking about how happy you were in the best day of your life, you think about how happy you were in that situation. You could turn your attitude on and off, left and right. It's just a matter of making your choice. See, Napoleon Hill said the biggest crime a man ever created was not getting control of his own mind, not getting control of his own thoughts. What are your thoughts? And who's driving your thoughts? Think about this. You got to ask yourself three simple questions whenever you put yourself in your environment, all right? You're in the environment, okay? Maybe you're in the work environment. You really don't like the work, but understand this. What is the work environment got you thinking about? Not only does what have you thinking about, what's it got you saying to yourself? What are you saying to yourself over and over while you're in this environment you might not be happy with? Then you got to ask yourself the toughest question of all. You got to say, is that okay? Is it okay to keep telling myself negative thoughts over and over? Am I getting where I want to go? Or maybe you're in a good spot. Maybe you're in a real good spot. And you realize, hey, it isn't that bad. And how's it making you feel? And it's making me feel good. Is that okay? Yeah, that's what I want. I'm more productive. I'm feeling better about myself. I'm doing more things. You see, you got to always shoot out to a goal. You always got to shoot out to a target. Remember we talked about this, ready, aim, fire. You got to get yourself ready. You got yourself lined up. You got to get a good aim. Then you got to fire. You got to go out and do something. Let's say you want to get a job, right? Let's break it down. You're not happy with what you're doing right now. You got to get ready, right? Well, how do you get ready? You got a resume, right? You got to put a resume together. Then you got to target where you want to send your resume, right? You got to target, you got to aim. Then you got to fire. And you just got to keep firing until one of those things land, right? That's what you're doing. It's that type of mentality. Remember, there's thoughts, emotions, and actions. That is the way in which your mind works. That is the way in which every mind works. They're always thinking. They're always emoting. And then they're always making action. And usually they don't even realize it. They don't understand that. It's a simple concept. It's something worth talking about. And it's something worth to pay attention to as you go forward. And keeping yourself in that frame of mind, saying that you're responsible for your thoughts. You're responsible for the emotions. The emotions come from thoughts, so you must be responsible for that. I've heard people say this all my life. Well, That person made me so mad. Nobody makes you mad. Nobody makes you angry. You make yourself angry, right? You were involved in it, weren't you? You're the one who did it. You're the one who said, you know, when that person turns the corner and doesn't look and see where they're going, that's going to make me mad. Yeah, why is it going to make you mad? What's it going to make you mad about? You already decided what it was. Why you got to decide on the emotion before you have the emotion? Understand something positive's coming. Something's good. Here's another thing Napoleon Hill said, and we'll wrap it up on this. And he got this from William Clement Stone, another incredible positive person. But here's what he said. He said, every negative thing that happens to anybody carries with it a seed of positive. You know, what are they, in the old days, right? We always talked about, right? There's a rainbow, right? There's a cloud, after every rainstorm, there's a rainbow, right? That's a positive. You got to look for that. You got to look for it. Then you got to see what you could do to capitalize on that and go forward from there. It all comes down to that. Keep yourself positive. Keep those thoughts clear and understand you're responsible for your own mind, your own attitude, and of course, your own emotions. And watch your emotions. Keep them in check. We'll catch you next time in the Spinato Spin. Thanks so much for giving us a few minutes. Take care now.